Yo, welcome to another episode of True Be Talking. I am your host, True. Today, tonight, wherever time it may be you watching this, today I'm talking about hip hop, man. It's one of my most favorite discussions ever. I spent a lot of time talking about, rap and hip hop and the music, the culture is something I live. I think it's something we all personally live. It's the culture is who we are, sort of, to an extent. And I just want to talk about it, my love for it, my favorite artists, music in general, just whatever. Like I said, just want to talk about it. So I want to start this conversation off by, just naming my top 5 artists. My top 5 artists. Everybody got their top 5. My top 5, it's a little weird. I don't necessarily have a solid, which I'm pretty sure most rap or hip hop fans have maybe an alternating top 5, or like I got really a top 3 cemented that's always gonna be there. So my top 3 is of course Hove, Jigga Man, Jay-Z, Nipsey Hussle, fucks with Nip, and Currency, Hot Spitter. It's my top 3. So them 3, them like, that's who I fucks with no matter what. I'm rocking with them niggas. 4 and 5, I really, from like after my top 3, I really need like a top 7 or top 8 or some shit, cause it alternates. I would say Kanye would be top 4 or top 5. And then it's like, it can alternate between like Jadakiss and Bun B. Like they like back and forth top 5. And that's because I don't think I've ever heard a whack verse from either one of them. Like, even if you put Bun B after somebody that like just took the song, and for niggas that make music, they know what I'm talking about, and took the song to that next level, you can put Bun B after him, and his verse may not be, you know what I'm saying, gonna keep it at that, but his verse is gonna be solid. It's gonna be a dope ass verse to end the song on, and he gonna hold his own on that record. And anybody that know about Jada, that boy Kiss is a monster. So, like, my feel spot alternate between them 2 artists. But I got a lot of artists I fuck with though. But like I said, top 5, I really just have a top 3. That Jay, Nipsey, and Spitter. And you know what I'm saying? It's just who I really rock with. When it comes to hip hop music, I think one of the things that we need to start looking at these days is start looking at the fact that that rap or hip hop has genres, have subgenres now. It's still like hip hop is the youngest, you know what I'm saying, music genre out there, and it's the most influential genre out. I think it's about to be 50 years old next year. It's a 50-year anniversary for hip hop. So, I mean, it's only 50 years old. The people that created or architected it, you know what I'm saying, the sound and everything, they're still alive. They're still living. We could talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the youngest, but I think it's so influential and it's so big because it comprises everything. It could take every sound, any sound, and make it into a hip hop beat. It's like country, right? You can, use different instruments and stuff, but usually it's the same chords, same sound. You know a country song when you hear a country song. But with rap, you can take a country song and make it a rap song. You can't, it's kind of hard to do it the other way around. We all know that, and even country itself is just an offspring of, blues and gospel and all of that. So hip hop takes everything. it comprises everything. And then when you add the fact that you have people rapping over it, and Nigga, bars. Just come on, man. There's nothing better than that. Nothing better than taking a dope ass beat and have someone to say something dope as hell over that beat and rhyme. It's like the ultimate. It's ultimate artistry in my mind, in my book. I think it's like the ultimate, the top. Like, just because, I do rap as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from what I've been able to do with it, it's amazing. Like, I used to, like, starting out, when I first started out rapping, and I was mainly influenced by my homeboys, my niggas Sid and Jamal back in Calhoun City. Shout out them boys, man. They used to freestyle off the top, just freestyle off the top, and they used to have me to do the beats. And I would know that these niggas ain't wrote nothing. Like, they just coming off the top. Like, that amazed me. Like, how can y'all just start rapping with nothing to say and end up might saying something tight? Because a lot of times, you know, nigga gonna mess up. It's coming off the top of the head, but you end up saying something really dope. And it wasn't even something you were thinking of. It was just, you just started rapping, and that's kind of how, like, where I got my start. I would freestyle. I had to learn how to freestyle, just coming off the top, just start saying something, and then figuring out how to make that connect to the next thing. And to this day, I can't explain it. It's kind of like I'm rapping, and the next word just appears, and then I know where I'm gonna go with what I'm saying. It's out the air. It's God, if you ask me. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, and it's one of the things I love about it. Like, and you know, music, period, can affect your mood. It can change your mind. It change your mind state, where you are in life. It's a lot that it does. And hip hop, with what it's been able to do for us as a people, what it also does to, you know, damage. It's really heavy, and it's a lot. We got to figure out a way to, you know, just make it. Because it's, with it being as influential as it is, and as much as people love it and want to be a part of it, it can also be really dangerous with some of the shit that gets made. Because it pulls at the heartstrings. It touches the heart. It touches the deepest parts of you, and it speaks to you, because a lot of it is real, and a lot of it is based on, you know, things I've seen, things people seen, and things that people done. Which, you know, a lot of music can be and will be, but sometimes it's a little fluffed up, and hip hop don't give it any kind of fluff. It's what it is. But in my journey in music, I learned a lot. I learned how to hear music differently. Shout out to my nigga Legend, aka Mike Caesar, aka Envy the God. I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying, when recording music. Like, I can hear when a song has been fully mixed, fully mastered, fully engineered, and I can tell you when they just recorded and just put that shit out there. I can tell when a motherfucker's being real on the mic. You can feel that shit when a motherfucker is real and they serious about what they talking about. It's different. You can tell when it's different. And I love it. I love it for everything it is, and everything it's allowed to be, and it's more free now. It's beginning, like, one of the genres is, I think it should be the singing hip hop, the singing rap niggas like that. That's the wave that they're on right now. But I feel like we need to kind of hold off on the waves and just start putting each thing in their different boxes, because there's enough room for everybody. Everybody doesn't have the same ear. Like, me and, like, my homeboy Caesar I was just talking about, me and him, we agree on a lot of the same artists. Hove, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's the top right there, but I can't get the man to listen to Lupe for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got on my Lupe Fiasco the Cool t-shirt right now. I can't get the man to listen to Lupe for nothing. But he jams Kevin Gates. I cannot, bro. I can't do it. I never could. Luki Brasi, all them shits. Bro, that first mixtape, that nigga had like 28 songs on that shit. I'm not gonna listen to this nigga for 28 songs. I listen to this dude for 28 songs, man. Nobody want to hear that. But that's him. And there's plenty of people that love Kevin Gates. It's just not for me. I'm not down with, I'm not big on the drill music scene. That shit right there is crazy to me. I think it's dangerous. It's crazy. The beat's kind of dope, and the way they rap on the beats is kind of dope. But those beats also, it hit, like I said, music hits in a different spot. And the drill music, them type of beats, that downbeat that they're rapping on, that deep bass, whatever that is, it stirs something up different. Like when we listen to crunk music, we came up with Lil Jon and all them and bust your head in the club and all this and get crunk and push and fight, and yeah, that's cool. But these niggas talking about just straight killing. Like that's what drilling means. Drill is to kill. Like it's killing music. And drill rappers are dying daily, son. Like for no reason. For music. Like I love music. I'm not trying to die over it at all. At no point. One of my cousins, man, I asked him about, his rap career. And, if he was going to be putting out some more music. And the man was like, bro, honestly, it's just too dangerous to be a rapper right now, bro. I started finding a whole nother lanes of revenue because niggas is tripping on this music shit. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that shit is crazy. Like, it's always been a little dangerous, but these niggas is really killing. They're on a whole different wave right now. So that drill music shit, I'm not with that wave. Some of the new artists I can rock with. I haven't listened to like as many as I should, I guess. But that's also because I'm also still digging back into like old music. I'm about to go download some Big Pun. I want to see what Big Pun had to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot, and it do carry spirits. It carries, and I think it summons them. It definitely summons spirits, and you can, yeah, that drill music shit that's a tough one, but yeah, like rap music, hip hop. If you're I'm a hip hop head, right? I consider myself to be a hip hop head, student of the game. First rap song I fell in love with, Regulators by Warren G, Nate Dogg, R.I.P. And that was, that I didn't become a hip hop head at that time. I was like 7, 8, some shit like that. But that was one of my favorite songs. My mama actually bought me that tape. I had a bunch of Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson tapes, and she bought me the Regulators joint. That was the first, rap song that just stuck. And then, and actually after my mom passed, is when I kind of just turned to rap music a lot. That was in 2001 when I was 14 when she passed, and as some of you may know, that's also the year Hove dropped Blueprint, which is also when the Jay-Z Nas beef really kicked up. And it was also the time where Kanye West was coming into play. And a lot of y'all might not know that. And the way I know that is because I knew the very first Kanye West fan at the time. My brother AC, man, my nigga AC. That man had the Kanye mixtape when everybody just knew him as a producer, like for real. Like I remember, like I watched the Netflix joint with Kanye, and I was watching it, and it was so cool because I was like, damn, I remember when he put out that mixtape because AC had that mixtape and he let me hear it, and yo, it was a great time for music, for hip hop, and I think like that mid to late 90s to like 2015, bro, like it was just a golden era of rap music, or the era that I consider golden. Like I said, hip hop is only about to be 50 years old. So everyone that's ever been a fan of hip hop is more than likely still alive. And any hip hop fan that you talk to is going to have their favorite era of hip hop. And it depends on the age of the person, I believe. I personally believe. Because I feel like you talk to a cat that's 45 to 50, he's going to tell you the 80s, mid to late 80s, the early 90s was probably, where they feel was the golden era and where it was done, the way they loved it, how it was being done. And me personally, like I said, man, Master P them, motherfucking Hove them, Biggie, Puff them with Bad Boy. The West Coast, just Dre them, like, bro, like that, them late 90s, them early 2000s, those albums are still, to this day, 2000, 2005, like, bro, 50 Cent dropped while we was in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild, bro, and it's, if you're a fan like I'm a fan, I feel like if you're around my age, that has to be the best part of waking up with Folgers in your cup and Crown on in your shot glass one time. But like I was saying, I feel like that era should be just special in some type of way. Another era that I love was around 2010 to 2015 when you saw Spitter, Wiz Khalifa, Wale. You saw them cats start coming up with their movements, the Jet Life and all that, and you start to see the independent movement kind of come up as well in rap, which I think was something that was really needed because a lot of people talk about. And I'm kind of, I guess, speak to that too. If hip hop is dying, hip hop can never die. It can never be dead. It'll never be killed because we are hip hop. But that I think one of the things that hurts hip hop, and one of the things that hurt it when it was coming out, was when it got commercialized, and not the fact that it went commercial, right? Not the fact that cats was able to make money and feed their families off of this art form. That's not what was wrong. What was wrong was the fact that we didn't control it. It was 100% ours. It was 100% something they could not. You can't at that time, especially at that time. You can't copy this. You can't imitate it. It's hard. Them white people back then, 70s and 80s, y'all didn't have it, bro. Like. They can't emulate this, and they don't understand it. They don't know what it is. It's new. It's something they actually took as a joke, and only we knew, the ones that were in it, really fully understood it. And since we were the ones that fully understood it and knew what it was, we should have been the ones that fully capitalized. We should have been the ones that fully monetized and made a living off of this, and we should have ownership. We should have had Def Jam is probably like the closest thing we had to our own label to push hip hop music. We didn't own it, and that's starting to kind of reverse. It's starting to get into the hands of the artists, and I think that's an awesome thing because now you can actually do it for the hip hop cats that want to do it for the love and do it for, it ain't about making the money because, when we was doing our thing with our music, we one of the things that we got hated on was promoting our music. Like, and he was like, y'all just in it for the wrong thing, man. This ain't how you supposed to do it. Like, bro, how the hell is people gonna hear the music if we're not promoting it? Like, the fuck? But anyway, damn, I forgot what I was talking about that quick. I definitely want to make more music, but yeah, like I was saying, for the people that do it, that want to do it for the love, now is your time. You can set up your own Apple Music account. You can set up with TuneCore or something, or some other distributor. You can, get your ASCAP together, sign up for that. You can put your own music out, make your money off your music, Put it out when you're ready. You don't have to have any, anything like that. I definitely want to do it again. It's just, like I said, I want to do it for the love, and even for the love, you still got to pay for studio time and, and get shit out. But that is going to be my new expensive hobby because I love making music. I really do. And I really, and I don't want to try to seem like I'm bashing against white people at all, because I feel like one of the best or greatest rappers is a white dude. Fucking Eminem is one of the best rappers. Caesar, I know you don't agree with this, bro. I know you're gonna talk about albums and what singles and music. Hey, look here, man. The only album I got for you on Eminem, right? Them first three, their first three album run, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers LP, and the Eminem Show. The first two, if you sleep on them, whatever. Eminem Show, bro. Eminem Show, I feel like that's one of them joints where you can't front on them. Like, I feel like every artist, or at some point an artist has something, some type of money, or some type of music, or some album or some project that they put out where you just, you just can't front on them, bro. Like, Eminem Show is a damn near perfect album. Like, it may have a skip, maybe two, but there's like 20-something records on there, 20-something songs, and like two of them you could probably skip over. That shit is jamming, bro. Like, that album is jamming. Wale. Not a Wale fan, really. Don't really care for his, his albums like that. But that More About Nothing mixtape, I don't know what headspace he was in, but thank God for it, bro. Like, that nigga went off on that shit. Like, I don't even, like I said, I tried the More About Nothing tape, and then I think he dropped like the 11-11 Theory after that. And I think I made it through like the first two songs on that shit and was like, nah. I'm good on Lay. I thought you had a fan, bro. I thought I was a fan, but nope. Just that More About Nothing, bro. That shit is so perfect. Let's see. Hove, my favorite album from Hove. And Caesar gonna laugh at me. He always get out on me about this. My favorite album from Hove is Rock La Familia, The Dynasty. That's my favorite album from him. He talks about me about that because that album wasn't even supposed to be a Jay-Z album. It was supposed to be a compilation album. But Hove had to come through and save it. But I'm like, shit, he did that. He came through and saved that motherfucker, bro. That mother, he snapped on that bit. And that's my shit. I love that album. I think his best album, I still think his best album was the Black Album. And I think it was the best one just because of what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, his last album, how he went out, retired. So if you listen to that album with that in mind, with this is going to be my last joint, that shit is, yeah, I fucks with that album. That album is tough. American Gangster might be his best album, though, just to be. It's ridiculous what he did and he recorded that album in 2 weeks. So if you ever listen to American Gangster by Jay-Z, keep in mind that all of this shit was recorded within 2 weeks. And you may be like, that ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is amazing. Albums, especially something of that caliber, bruh. Him and Diddy just locked in. Diddy did it, bruh. Diddy did it on that one. They just locked in and went and got it. Hells yeah. Nipsey Hussle, one of my other top three. My favorite joint from him was Mailbox Money. I love that album, and I don't call them mixtapes. I call them albums because that's what they were. Because he, he did the all original music and all that type thing. So, and Mailbox Money, he just, he went in on that joint. I started listening to Nip in like 2010. 2010. I had heard him I had heard one of his songs. He had a video out for it. It was a Dr. Dre beat, kind of sped up. It was a I forgot which beat it was. It was a Dr. Dre beat. It was sped up, and the video was like him just walking through his neighborhood and shit, just spitting. And I remember, I remember it because like over half of the damn song was blocked out. Like the man wasn't saying anything he could say. Like it was like the worst song you could pick for a single, bro. Because the man couldn't say, he didn't say anything on like the whole video. He's just like everything was blocked out. But I was like, the beat sounded kind of tight, and the way he was spitting, a little bit I could hear, sounded like he was snapping. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think he went quiet like a year after that, and he actually said it in his music, and it was cool for me to hear it in the music and then realize like, damn, I do remember seeing something and then not hearing shit for like a year, and then you kind of pop back up, and that's when I, you know what I'm saying, I kind of got back on him then. But credit to Legend, he kind of put me on Nip a little bit too, because right when I was starting to get on him, me and Legend got cool, and he had a song called damn, bro, don't make me lie, I forgot the name of the song he made, but he sampled kind of a part of the first Blue Laces inspired part of the song that he made. And then Legend, let's talk about him. Shit, he's part of my top 7 to 8. He's part of my top 7 to 8, and we'll talk about him a little bit. But Nip, I started listening to Nip 2010. I just became a fan, just a huge fan. I like the entrepreneurial stuff he was talking about. I like the way he rapped. Of course, I've never gang banged or anything, so I was never banging, bro. So I can't fully relate, but it shit sound real. If it sound real, you can feel it. If it's real, you can feel it. It's good. You like it. You know what I'm saying? And his music was just dope. And I still remember, where I was when I heard of his death. Actually, Legend texted me. Caesar texted me, man. It was a Sunday. I was laying in bed. I was actually sitting up in bed. And he texted me like, bro, they killed Nip. They just killed Nip. And I didn't want to look at my phone no more. Like, I just put my phone down like, bro, what the fuck? And I didn't want to Google it. I didn't want to go on social media. I didn't want to see if it was real. I knew if it was coming from him, it was real. And I knew it was more than likely accurate. At the time, you know what I'm saying, he was running a blog or whatever, helping run a blog, so I knew that it was going to be it was real shit, and that shit sucked, man. It really sucked. He had just, like, for people that really just got onto him, you know what I'm saying, they Victory Lap was the album he had just put out. And even before he put out Victory Lap, he was rapping about it, and on one of the songs he rapped about it, you know what I'm saying, he said, Victory Lap is my fucking thriller. Victory Lap is gonna be my thriller, like that's gonna be my shit, that's my biggest shit. And I know people like, well, he wasn't that big for his music and blah, 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 but for the people that knew his music, he was very big for his music, because his music was dope. And like, bro, like, that was gonna be the album that, for me, for anyone that was already a fan, he was already in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? He already a big ass name. But that was really gonna solidify. That was gonna solidify his spot where he was supposed to be. And that crazy ass, even if it's conspiracy theory, if you think it was, niggas was put up to it, or if, I still think it was maybe just some straight up nigga shit. Sometimes I still feel like it may have been a conspiracy, because it was like, bro, he was too big for nigga shit. Like, he was too big for that. And it sucked that that's how it had to end. It really did suck. His family suffered. His fans suffered. We're missing the music. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I go, hey, bro, I wish I could just hear some new Nipsey shit right now. Like, that'd be really dope to get a new Nipsey record. But, you know, dumb shit. Then my number 3, my dog Spittle. Currency. I started fucking with Spittle around about the same time, about 2010. You know, he was with Young Money at first, so he was with Young Money. And actually, I wasn't even a fan of him when he was with Young Money. I actually liked Mac Main better than Spittle when he was with Young Money. But I think it was because he was trying to fit in somewhere that he didn't need to be, that he didn't need to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta know you gotta move, like even if your situation looks great, which we all know it wasn't because it was Birdman and Wayne, and we know how that shit ended up. But if he would have stayed over there, you know what I'm saying, he would never branched off and built his own. And I remember it was one of them dedications, I think, when Wayne was talking about when Spitter first left. And he went, you know, did his thing, bro, and went through everything that you gotta go through when you're going through trying to make it. And finally around 2010, him and Wiz Khalifa linked up and they dropped some crazy shit, bro. That How Fly mixtape. Jeez Louise. I mean, dopeness, like for real dopeness. They dropped that shit. When they dropped that around the same time, I remember Spitter had Smokey Robinson out. Smokey Robinson was jamming. I remember I used to jam. We used to go back and forth between How Fly, Smokey Robinson, and Cushion Orange Juice by Wiz. Good God. What a time to be alive. That motherfucking Cushion Orange Juice was something else. But I got on Spitter then. Then he dropped the, he started coming out with the Pilot Talk. He came out with Pilot Talk. Bought that CD. Yeah, that was back when CDs were still a thing. Bought that CD, jammed, and then from there, I just picked up on it. Just been a fan. It's been a big fan. And I don't really have a favorite joint from that nigga, because if you're a Spitter fan, if you're a Currency fan, or you know anything about him, you know that nigga drops a mixtape every 30 days or every 45 days, some shit like that. Like, he ain't bullshitting. Like, it's a lot of music to go through. If you're a Currency fan, or if you want to become a Currency fan, you got some, you got some stuff to go through, bro. You got a lot. You got a huge. That nigga has a huge catalog, bro. Like a massive catalog. Like, it's crazy how much music dude got. But that's one thing. I fucks with his music. He constantly putting out, and the shit is dope. And we got a joint with him. My nigga Caesar did the whole Train joint, little remix, and that got a little push. And like I said, Caesar, he's in that top 5, 4, 5, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? That top 8. Like, I really, like, that ain't just my brother, my homie. That really is. I really am a fan. I became a fan first. Like, the way we even got cool, I was out drunk partying somewhere, and somebody gave me one of his little EPs. It had like 3 songs on it. I can't remember all 3 songs, but I know one song was he had this bar when he came in. I ain't felt this good since back in '03. And like I listened to that song. Like there wasn't just some like this shit is just alright. That shit alright. You know how you listen to a local nigga and be like, oh okay, that's alright, but I ain't no nigga. That shit was jamming. I was a fucking bro. I am that nigga. That shit is hard. So you know what I'm saying? I don't even know the nigga. I just heard that song and I was like, bro, this I can't. That one of them I can't front on you moments. Like you around here. I might even seen you, met you somewhere. I can't front on you on this song, bro. This shit is hard. Like this shit is tight. So basically, we ended up getting cool through a friend of a friend. And what made me really become a fan was I had this beat CD. I had a CD with like 5 beats on it. From the homie Chris Carter. Shout out Carter. What up, boy? He had like 5 beats on it. And one of the beats, you know what I'm saying, I let Caesar hear it. And I may have played the beat all the way through one time. It maybe not even all the way through. I think I let it hear, he probably heard the beat all the way up until like to the hook. Like real shit. Let's say it's Tuesday. Let him hear that shit up until the hook. Turned it off. Hey, bro, can I borrow? Nah, bro, I gotta keep this. I ain't got no extra copies or nothing. This ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I bet, cool. Shook his hand, deal. The next day, Wednesday, man, pull up on me. Hey, bro, come ride with me some, you know what I'm saying, over to the store or something. Bet. Jump in the wheel. Hey, man, I want you got it. He told me, bring that beat CD. Okay, cool. Bring the CD, pop that shit in, bro, go to the beat. That, you know what I'm saying, that beat. Let him hear the beat, play the beat. But this nigga rapped the whole song for me. Right there. It's a song called Got a Ball that we put out. We shot a video to it and everything. This nigga literally heard 50 seconds of a beat and came back the next day and had a song. Had a song. A full song. The man rapped the song. He rapped the first verse, the hook, the second verse. In a day. For a beat you heard for 50 seconds. I was a fan. Like right then. Like that. Like even outside of you, we friends, we homies, you my dog. Bro, you fucking nigga. Are you serious? You serious? Nah. So yeah, I became a fan like right then. Like I said, I'm a fan of hip hop. I love I've been around it. I've been part of it enough to where I see somebody's really dope, and that nigga was really dope. He's a really dope artist. And like I said, I got a lot of favorite. Lupe. I finally got to see Lupe in live. I got to see him this year. It was an outside concert in Texas. It was hot as shit. It was Father's Day. Or it was my Father's Day present this year, but I was very happy to get to go see Lupe. That shit was dope. He did the my favorite album from him is the Cool, which I think is his best as well. And he did the whole album. He did the whole album live, and that was really dope. I think what I want to start getting into for the next couple of years, if we stay around for the next couple of years, I want to start seeing more artists, more rappers, more just musical artists. I want to see Pusha T is coming to the Dallas area this year. Thought about maybe trying to go, but I don't know. I fucks with Push though. I fucks with the Clips. Malice used to smash Pusha T on every song. If you don't believe me, go back and listen to Lord Willing. Go back and listen to Hell Hath No Fury. Bro, Malice smashing Pusha T on the new shit he just put out. Malice ain't been rapping, you know what I'm saying, like in for a few years. Malice just kicked his ass on his own song. He just did that. I think he kicked his ass on the Ye song too. Malice a beast, bro. Malice a fucking beast. And you talk about rapping. What about this battle? I like battle rap too. I love what they did with it. I love how big it is. I love how they get in these big venues and they bring these cats out and niggas is feeding their families, bro, battling, and that's black owned, and I fuck with that real tough. It's kind of hard to try to keep up with it these days, especially because it's almost like wrestling, bro. You want to be there to hear who got beef with who and who want to, because these niggas is really rapping, bro. They going at each other. But that's a tough arena. Please don't think you could just get up there and do that. Like I kind of started out battling, like coming off the top, freestyling off the top. And a lot of times you're in a cipher and you just rapping, niggas just rapping. Sometimes they might step out of line and come at you. You know what I'm saying? So okay. And I think I may have had 5 battles. I may be 4-1 right now. 4-1. I'd say 4-2. I'd say 3-2. 3-2, because one cat I lost by just because I messed up on my last rap. Like I said, I'm coming out top of the head. I'm killing this nigga. I done smashed him 2 verses to none. It's 2-0. I'm about to 3-0 and kind of messed up, kind of slipped up. I won't say choke because it wasn't written. That's another thing. Them cats getting there, they got them, they writing and they coming off the top. That's a different beast, man. That's a different beast. To take to just bite Nori for a minute, right? I see him on Drink Champs. He usually asks artists, or he tell artists, I think every artist is made up of 3 artists, and then he'll tell them, who he thinks those 3 artists are, the other person's made up. Mine, I think I'm like 4 really, but I think the way, like, my rapping, my writing, I think my 3 would be Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Tyler the Creator would be my 3. That kind of make, and the reason is, like Hove, when I do my rapping, I like to try to make everything connect and kind of flow. And Hove is like a monster at making stuff connect. Like, one of my favorite rhymes of his is from Never Let You Down, by Kanye. And where he got this bar where, let's see. Who else you know been hot this long? Started from nothing, but he got this strong. Put the rock from a pebble, put a rock for the, put a white, well, my nephew, put a white because they special that you telling me I'm falling well. Somebody must have called him because every 4th quarter I like the Mike Jordan album, but I got like 4 of them, more of them on the way. The 8th wonder on the way, clear the way. I'm here to stay. Y'all can say the chitter chat, this and date. Right here, when this nigga say, clear the way, dissing Jay will get you maced. When I start spitting them lyrics, niggas get very religious. 6 Hail Marys, please Father forgive us. Young, the Archbishop, the Pope, John Paul, and y'all niggas the way. Like, come on, man. Like, he started at Maced, right? And that's, running down south, becoming a preacher. And he just ran with it after that. I love that type of shit so much. And I try to, I ain't gonna say I try to mimic that, but I put some of that into my writing. If you listen to Rick Ross, that nigga can rap his ass off. If you really listen to it, you gotta listen to it. He be throwing some, because the way he raps is every word means something, and every word means something, and he uses a lot of alliteration with his raps. Bubba the bubba nip bubba bubba. Mini. You gotta listen to him, but that nigga, he snap. I love the way he raps, and I feel like some of my raps kind of go like that. Tyler the Creator, just because the honesty he has in his rhyme, in his music. My homeboy Woodard, shout out to Woodard. My man's, he a black man reading, but back around 28-14, my man's had a blog, a hip hop blog, and he was just listening to everything, just all kind of music, whatever was music out there, I'm listening. And the man told me back then, like 2014, like, bro, I think you need to listen to Tyler the Creator. It's like, I think you'd really like him. And at the time, Tyler the Creator, you hear that, it's just that weird nigga that, Wolfgang shit with all the white hair. I'm trying to listen to that nigga, bro. And I wasn't. I didn't have an open mind. I wasn't ready to hear him. I think the past year, I was just like, you know what? Because that thought, that him saying that is always stuck with me. And I was like, bro, fuck it. I got Apple Music. Let me just download this Tyler the Creator. Let me download. The way I listen to my music is insane. I listen to all my music in alphabetical order, and I just when I find something I want, I just download it and just let it be there. I don't even listen to albums and shit straight up no more, really. Just hear it, and then when I hear a song, if I haven't heard it before, I go to it, check it what it is, and see what album is on, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I just downloaded all his shit, and yeah, man, like, he has a lot more music than I expected, and it's a lot more. When you hear Tyler the Creator, you think Ate the Cockroach and saying a bunch of shit about jacking off and being, smacking people and just being crazy as fuck on the album, like basically just being a black Eminem. Just basically being a black Eminem. But when you listen to him, you can hear where he's being vulnerable, when he talks about his childhood and when he talks about how kind of weird and kind of crazy his, growing up has been, and just those type of things. And I didn't expect him to be so musical, bro. Like, that threw me, that kind of fucked me up. But his honesty in his music, his honesty, it seems like with himself, you could tell that he's, even if he ain't all the way there, he's all the way there because he knows who he is himself. And I feel like that comes off. I kind of put that in my writing too whenever I do my music. So that's just that. Those are the three that I feel like I fuck with. But I give Wale a little credit to my pen because of More About Nothing. It taught me how to write on certain subjects. If you ever heard that album or that mixtape, I call it an album, but you gotta call it the mixtape because he has an album called More About Nothing. But the More About Nothing mixtape, the war is crazy. The number ones is my favorite. It's probably my favorite, and it's probably where I really give him credit because just his honesty on that and how he wrote about his lady on that song and how he wrote about his relationship with Kid Cudi on that song. Like, just being vulnerable and being that open and also spazzing on the damn verse. Like, it was so much going. It was so much he went into that song. I fucks with More About Nothing, like, real tough, and like I said, I credit that mixtape to some of my pens. So definitely gotta show love, and I definitely gotta show love again to Caesar, bro, because he was the one that also told me I need to start, writing about more personal stuff. I think I wrote about getting drunk a couple times, and then he was like, "Hey, man, you need to put a little more personal stuff in your rhymes. Be a little more personal." And found out a way to do that, and I got some joints ain't nobody heard, but because I ain't even heard them yet, I still gotta record them. But I love writing rhymes, I love spitting, and I really do love this music. I think the future of hip hop is good because we are hip hop. Like I said, hip hop combines everything. It's the music, it's the culture, it's the dressing, it's the talking, it's the clothes, it's everything. We got to figure out a way to get more positive rap out there. Like I didn't watch a full interview of Charleston White, but I saw something he said, and it made sense. And he was like, bro, he's like, these rappers these days don't even, he's like, they don't even make positive music no more. It's nothing positive. Ain't nobody made Keep Your Head Up. Like, where's Keep Your Head Up? And I was like, damn. And then I thought about it again, like, yo, rappers used to have at least one positive song on their albums. They used to have at least one or two, like one positive song, something for the ladies, something maybe about related, but you had to have at least something positive, something telling people to be positive and keep their heads up. And niggas don't make none of them records no more. I think the most positive record I heard lately was Dissing the Dead by Gucci. Like Dissing the Dead by Gucci was probably the most positive record I heard in a while, man. And him just talking about how cats don't need to be doing what he made popular, you know what I'm saying? But I think that shit done sell, bro. That drill music shit is crazy. And the only way to stop that is to stop. We gotta stop. That's an overall mindset change, bro. It's also an overall situation change. We gotta figure out a way to get these situations better, and maybe it'll affect the music, or maybe we need to affect the music first, because it's getting the message out there faster. And I mean, it ain't making money right now, but it could. It could. There's a space for it. There's a space for everything now. Like when they fully controlled what got out, yeah, it was a strain. They only let, you know, you couldn't. They really did push out the Queen Latifahs, the De La Souls, Tribe Called Quest. They really pushed out those type of guys, because those guys would have been Kanye. That guy would have been Lupe. You know what I'm saying? Those guys would have been, even on a more street level, niggas like Nipsey could have been a more positive, but they fleshed that shit out, and it was on purpose. It was definitely strategic. It went from just, you can have a little bit of light, but we need the dark, and now it's just dark, and we just need dark, and we need killing, we need the ass shaking in the hole, and ain't nothing wrong with ass shaking and hoeing. Don't get me wrong, but when that's all you can be, like, nah, bro, that ain't it. We gotta figure out a way. We don't have to figure out a way. They have plenty of ways. We just gotta get those messages louder, and maybe find a way to get the niggas that's making the loud noise with all the darkness. Hey, bro, let's get a little bit of light in here somewhere, because everybody don't want to die. Everybody ain't in these streets. Everybody ain't in the trenches like that. But I think the future is good, as long as we just gotta get the community back. We gotta get us back somehow. I think we could do it through hip hop. That drill music shit gotta die. We gotta drill music. That shit needs to, like, I don't see nothing positive coming out of that. Like, I never listened to music and been like, just not terrified or scared, just listening to music, but like, bro, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, what the hell is this, my nigga? Y'all really talking about real murders in the songs, calling names, and the police ain't doing shit. The police ain't doing shit about it. So it's definitely it's more to it, man. It can't be it can't be that simple. It's definitely more to it. It's definitely something to where this shit is being allowed. You can't. 20 years ago, bro, you couldn't make a song about, you couldn't put a dude name that's actually got found murdered in a song and talk about this nigga being found murdered. Like, you can't do that. What the hell? That shit is happening right now. That shit is weird. It's really weird. I want to talk about the ladies, though, of new hip hop. I love the ladies of hip hop. I love I love it. I love it. I love it. My views on, and I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna talk about it. My views on the way women are rapping now, or the most popular women are rapping. You know, the Megs, the City Girls, the Summer Girls, the what are the Hot Girl Summers. Yo, I think that's basically what it is, right? And this is why a lot of the dudes are mad. Hip hop, rap has always been, you know, male centered, and it's always been the dude, the dope dealer or the player or whatever the fuck he is, always talking about his experience with the woman in the passenger side, right? This my bitch, we ride, we blah blah, she gonna do this and blah blah, when I get up on him, she don't care when I be leaving, I be gone, and I be okay. Niggas talked about everything they gonna do, they do, you know, to the woman. Now, the lady in that passenger seat, she's got the mic, and she's telling y'all niggas that, okay, all that is cool, but this is what you're not seeing. This is how I'm playing it. You think you the only motherfucker that I'm dealing with that's balling. And yeah, all that shit you talk about I did that, but guess what? I did it with that nigga and that nigga and that nigga, and all y'all niggas are paying my bills and buying me purses and buying me shit. And you know why y'all niggas is doing it? Because I'm a bad motherfucker with some good pussy. And you know why y'all niggas gonna keep doing it? Because I'm a bad motherfucker with some good pussy. And you know what? I'm cool with it. Bruh, like, how can you be mad? And how could you be mad? Men, how could you be mad at wet ass pussy? How? I was really confused back in 2020, not because of the pandemic and all that, but I heard this great song called WAP. And I heard some of the most intriguing lyrics that I've ever heard. And I was in my car bobbing my head. I was like, yo, first of all, Cardi be snapping, Meg be snapping, and these motherfuckers is snapping about one of my most favorite subjects. They are snapping about one of my most favorite subjects. So I'm getting good rap from women talking about one of my... I'm in heaven. And then I go on social media, and there's a bunch of dudes that are upset about wet ass pussy. What? Like, the only thing that I could see that y'all were being mad about is if you don't like wet ass pussy. And I'm sorry. Me, myself, personally, as a man, right? Tremaine Pickens, True. Over here, True Be Talking. I enjoy some WAP. I don't know what the backlash was about. I saw a lot of the backlash coming from men, and I did not understand that shit whatsoever. What the hell? Why is two beautiful women talking about how good how good their pussy is, and y'all niggas is mad? Y'all upset over that? Okay. See where some of y'all stand, bruh. I couldn't be mad at it. The other thing, I can't be mad at women talking about they are literally talking about the experience of the woman that's been talked about in rap music for decades, forever, for all 49 years of hip hop. The woman that your hoe, your bitch that's on the side, or the one that's bruh. Some of y'all niggas even talking about, some of y'all even talk about tricking. Some of y'all even talk about giving her money. And now that she's actually on the mic talking about receiving that money and what she did to get it and how she getting that same shit from other niggas, now y'all mad and women don't need to be on the mic and talking about what, bro, shut up. Shut up, please. God. Bro, they are rapping their asses off. They rapping better than a lot of the niggas that's rapping these days, to be honest. And they talking about how good they pussy is. Like, what's so bad about that? Like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't get it. I never understood the backlash on rap. Motherfuckers talking about what about the kids? Why is your kids listening to this song? My kids have never heard WAP. My kids, they have their own kids playlists on Apple Music. They don't even like listening to a lot of our music. So if that was what your excuse was for being mad, that's a terrible excuse, bro. You still, it's something else there. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. I'm gonna leave that at that. Man, what else I want to talk about? I like Tupac. I like Biggie. I think Hov is better. I think Hov is the greatest. Crucify me if you want to, bro. Them niggas made their albums, and that was good music. Tupac is probably one of the most recited artists of all time. Like his rhymes is in so many. Like I didn't really like. If you go back and listen to Tupac, bro, he's been recited so many times. And I say recited, I don't say bite or nigga stole, or swagger jacking as Cameron tried to do to Jay-Z, which was the dumbest shit ever. Like, how can you make a whole playlist of this man saying someone else's rhymes, and my nigga, you've said some of his. Like, Hov came right back. Like, that was the dumbest shit ever. Hov came right back and put out Swagger Jacket for you, bro. Like, nigga, and here are some of my rhymes in your mouth. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, if I read Double XL. I didn't care for the Source magazine. I don't know why. I just chose Double XL. I like Double XL better. And one of the parts in the Double XL magazine is they would have, it's called borrowers and lenders. And they would have where somebody said something originally, and then where someone else recited it. And that's how they put it. Like, yo, we pass all this biting and niggas stealing. Like, yo, it's actually just reciting. Because they're artists, right? They're artists. They're artists. And so if an artist does or says something that's dope, 9 times out of 10, it's going to inspire. It's going to inspire. It's going to inspire someone. It's going to inspire another artist. So, yeah, it's going to get chopped up and reused and resaid and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that happens. It's the same in rap. So thinking you're going to just say something dope as hell and that's just going to be it and ain't nobody else. I don't even think as an artist you should want that. I think as a true artist, you should want someone to, recite your rhymes. That's how your shit stays alive, bro. And that's appreciate. Hey, bro, you said that shit, bro. I had to put that in mind because that shit was dope. My top 5. I talked about this at the top of the show, but my top 5. I have a top 3. I have a solid top 3. My top 3 is Hov, Nipsey Hussle, and Currency. And then my 4 and 5, I really need like a top 7 or 8, because after that it's like Kanye. Kanye probably get number 4. Kanye probably get number 4. But then it's like Jadakiss and Bun B. They'll be like tied for 5. My homeboy, my nigga Caesar. You know what I'm saying? King Legend, like, he's one of my top 8. Like I said, my top 8. He's in there. It's a lot of artists. I like Devin the Dude. I think my music, my kind of mindset in music is kind of like along the lines of his, like that party, feel good. I'm not beefing with nobody. I'm not stressing. I'm just here to drink and smoke something. You dig? But yeah, that's my top. Sorry. Yeah, that's my top 5. But my top 3, I guess. Boosie. Boosie, in your top 5. That's what's up. I fucks with Boosie. I fucks with Webby harder though. I like Webby more. I back when I worked at McDonald's in Hattiesburg, my little nigga Damn, I forgot my nigga name. Little homie my nigga had the Boosie fade. My nigga real life had the Boosie fade. He had to get his hair cut every week. The nigga got his hair cut every week and kept that bitch tight. And I used to argue with that nigga all the time about who was doper. You know what I'm saying? Webby or Boosie. Sorry, I had to kill a spider. I Boosie type, but that nigga Webby, bro. Webby be snapping. Yeah, Webby be snapping. And Fox was very slept on. I was one of the niggas that was sleep. But I know for a fact Fox be snapping, yeah. Cause I wanna say back in the gap, when, you know, Fox first was coming out, we heard one other song outside of like Wipe Me Down, and he completely spazzed on that shit. I think he spazzed on Adios too. He did. He spazzed on Adios. Yeah, Fox was definitely underrated. I like it's some cats like out of the Jet Life camp I fuck with. I rocks with Dizza. I fucks with Smoke Dizza. I fucks with Mr. Marcello. OG. I fucks with OG. And I had to kill that one, babe. It was in the kids. It's in the playroom. It was running towards the toys. But that damn crowning got me hot. Oh Lord. But yeah, I got a few. You know, like I said, it's so much music. Some of my next artists that song, if you have Apple Music, cause I can't, like I said, I can't think of any song. Like the man, he probably has the biggest catalog in rap music, period. Like real shit. The nigga drops like mixtapes, which like are technically albums, cause it's all original music. But he drops like a new joint like every 30 days. I would say if you have like Dat Piff, like a mixtape out, I would say go check out New Jet City. I would check out Drive-In Theater. If you have Apple Music, he has all the Pilot Talks up there. I would check out all three of them. All four of those, actually. He has four of those now. Like really, just go to any mixtape site, go to any or go to Apple Music or whatever you listen to music, type in Currency, it's gonna be loads of shit. Like the nigga puts, like he puts out constant, like he has music. I'm talking, when I say, you know, most artists probably drop a couple times a year maybe. Like for real, this nigga had a run where he was dropping a new album or tape every 30 days. And he did that shit for like 3 or 4 months straight. So, and then on average, he just drops every 2 months or every other month. So it's plenty of music to listen to. If you try to get a vibe, chill, and, you know, do your thing. I like to roll a couple. And you like that hustling type music, like not trap. It's not trap. It's laid back, but you on your thing. It's inspirational, and it's dope music. It's dope music. I want to get into Mozzie. He a West Coast artist. Was that the Digital Roses joint? Cause and I'm gonna just let you know, I said this earlier too, but the way I listen to my music, I don't listen to like the album straight through. I kind of, what I do is I have, like I said, I have Apple Music. I listen to all my music alphabetically. So what I do is I download, when I find something new or find some more music, I just download it and I just keep listening to the music. So whenever I hear something new, I'll see it, go and check and see where it is or what it is, and I fucks with it. But Digital Roses, what I've heard, the few songs I've heard off it so far, it's cool. It's not as tight as the last one he put out with Blue Flame Ballet and all that shit on it. That shit is hard. This one is, but the Digital Roses, yeah, he's doing a lot of singing. And I was gonna say, it seemed like he was going for a certain mood on it and going for a certain thing, which is cool. I'm not big into all the singing, not even Crit singing. Like, I fucks with Crit singing, but I'm not trying to listen to none one of you rap niggas sing for a whole album. That's part of what was wrong with that last Drake joint for me. Like, no, nigga, regardless of what the music sound like, I'm not trying to hear this nigga sing for a whole album. I don't want to hear him sing for a whole song. I know I'm not trying to listen to a whole album with this nigga singing. He can't sing. The fuck? I don't want to hear Drake whining for a whole hour. Like, the fuck? No, I'm not doing that. Drake, he cool. I'm not a big fan of Drake. I'm a fan. I'm not a big fan. I'm a fan. I'm not a fanatic. I hate fanatics. I hate when you feel like the artists that you like can't do wrong because you like them. And that's dumb. That's just dumb. That's like, this nigga made a whack album, bro. Like, that shit trash. Regardless. But Crit is one of my favorites. He's also out of that Jet Life camp. Or associated with Jet Life, he still got his own. Crit and Dizzy does too as well, but they all fuck with that Jet Life with Currency. I'm starting to get back on Wiz. I kind of fell off with Wiz when he started putting out albums, because you could tell they were kind of like just studio type things, and they wasn't really just hitting like that, especially not like Kush and Orange Juice. But after he linked with Juicy J, I think his shit starting to get a little bit better. I fuck with the home team. I love Ray Shrim. Them niggas is hard. Slim Jimmy, that nigga can rap. Like I said, Sway Lee, cool. I'm not big into the singing. Like I said, that should be the hip hop. We got to get those sub genres. We got to get the singing genre. We got to get we need to kill drill music, but that's his own thing. Crunk and Snap, we can bring them shits back and have them their own things, but yeah, Ray Shrim, them niggas is dope. Anytime they put something out, I'm supporting. My nigga Doughboy Pacino out of Tupelo, that nigga hard. Riff 3 times, he fuck with that Shrimp Life, like he out of Shrimp Life, that nigga hard. He's one of my favorite trap rappers, like, to be honest with you. I don't do too many trap rappers, but that nigga there be snapping. I fucks with Riff. And Ray Shrim and Riff 3 times, all them niggas, and Doughboy Pacino, all them niggas from my hometown. So shout out to Tupelo, man. And niggas from the crib that's doing it. One time for my cousin, man, Bad Man Lotto. I hope my nigga drops some more music. His shit was jamming too. But yeah, like it's my most favorite genre of music. Is hip hop and rap and whatever you want to call it. I wish the music group on Facebook would stop disrespecting Eminem. Stop disrespecting that dude, bro. His albums, right? After those first 3, I feel you. The albums fell off. Like after Encore was some mid, but after that, I don't even fuck with the albums. But I never disrespect that man when it comes to rapping, bro. That nigga can rap his ass off. And ain't nobody trying to see him face to face on no battle and shit. That Game just put out a 10-minute diss record called The Black Slim Shady. The first 6 minutes of that motherfucker was just weird. Like, first of all, he really ain't got nothing to be dissing him about. For one thing, and then the other thing is that shit was whack. That shit was kind of whack, bro. I feel like if he, and it sounds like the way he was explaining it on Drink Champs, was that he just going at him because, you know what I'm saying? Because he basically just trying to get the nigga to rap. I feel like M got his hands in with battle rap. He got his hands in with Smack. Bro, set that shit up. Set up an event. These you know what I'm saying, they beat rap artists, they getting these albums and shit. Like, my nigga, hey, y'all can take it to the streets, and take it to the streets is battling. Shit, get on that stage, bro. Come up there with 3 rounds. Both of y'all niggas, 3 rounds. 3 minutes a round, or the last round, no limit. Do some shit like that, bro. If you really want to if you just trying to get this nigga to rap, do that. Get the money to charity. If it ain't about the bag, I love rap, bro. I love hip hop, fam. Like, if y'all niggas, hey, it's got to be a better way to do it. Going that little Dirk route, bro. This name dropping and beat, like, but that's real beef though. Like, that's real shit in the streets, and you bringing that shit to the studio and you affecting everybody's lives with that shit, man. That shit is crazy. But y'all niggas, bro, game. You want that work. You want that. You want that smoke, man. Just, hey, hit up Smack, man. Let's get Smack a bag. Let's take it to the stage, bro. And if that's really what you're trying to do, to rap. The man said, Nori asked him, bro, why not go with 50? He said 50 can't rap. Okay, well, if this is about rapping, bro, let's rap. Goddamn, motherfuckers is gonna pay to see Game and Eminem on stage battling. I would definitely pay. Hell, I'll hold a battle party. A rap battle party at this bitch. Come to the crib, bitch. We put it on the big TV. Cause that should be dope. Man. Let's see. You think so? I don't know. I don't know if him would kill him. I think it'd be a good battle. Game can rap his ass off. He just like me though. He a student of the game. I peeped that a long time ago. What I peeped about Game, which is what everybody's seen about him, is name dropping. But what I realized also at the same time was he's a student of the game. He's somebody that really loves the music. He really loves the culture. He really loves hip hop. He really loves rap, and he was like one of those kids that when they got into it, they were so excited to be in it. And then if you watch his Drink Champs interview, you'll see he talked about the shit. It wasn't real. Like, I got in and everything that I thought was real wasn't real. And like, bro, it's a business. It's a business. Like, it's just gonna be the same facade as everything else. It's a fucking business. I can tell you, just from me and my homeboy Caesar just trying to break into it. It's fucking crazy. It's not about the music. Like, the last thing is the music. If it was about the music, it'd be so many people that would be on. Like, if it was just about being talented and being, working and going to the studio and putting and making the music dope and making sure it's tight when you put it out and making sure you got a dope visual when you put it out. If that's what all this shit was about, it'd be so many artists. We have so much music. But it's not about that. It's about paying the right motherfucker and kissing the right ass and being in the right place at the right time. And even with the control that we have now and making our own content and putting out our own content, still, if you're trying to get that deal, if that's the route you're trying to go, you really trying to get on, bro, you need 50 to 100,000, maybe even more now with inflation. But you need 50 to 100,000 per project. That's not like 50. That's like, we gonna put out this project. Yeah, what you need? You need like 80,000. You need 50,000 to put behind this project, and that's good. That money is gonna go towards promotion and paying payola. Promotion and payola, baby. They tell the motherfuckers to tell you. A fucking radio DJ will tell you, we don't believe in payola. and then you still got to pay this motherfucker $1,000 to get your goddamn song on the radio. Like, the business side of it is a different game. I love the music though. I plan to continue to make the music. I'm gonna continue to make the music. When I get enough money to just have my little hobby, my little music hobby, I might just build me on. I don't know if I'm gonna build my own little studio. I'll be lying about that shit, but I'm gonna do something. True, I fucks with Rhapsody. I don't know about Tink. I never heard of them, but I fucks with Rhapsody. She be snapping like a motherfucker. Like I like the, and that's what I'm saying. You can have the conscious with the city girl, and it's all good. Cause hell, Rhapsody, she a city girl at heart too, sorta. She be talking about twerking and wilding and shit too. She just, a little more buttoned up with it. Nigga being a she. Gotta get one first. But yo, I might have to check her out and see what I want to say. I seen that name, but I'm not sure. And it might have been. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. It might have been a porn name I saw that was Tink. So I might have to check out the rap artist. I might have to check out the rap for Tink. This shit. I've been doing this since like what, 8:30. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up, man. I'm gonna go smoke one, take this last shot. This is a huge conversation. This is a multi-faceted conversation. This won't be the last time I talk about music, just like, the last conversation or the last discussion won't be the last time I talk about relationships. I don't know what the next topic is going to be. This one just came up to me like Wednesday. So, but until next time, this has been True Talking. I am going to put this on YouTube. Go and subscribe, like, share, do all that type of stuff. Go back and check this because I know a lot of y'all didn't join until late. So just go back and check. I did a lot of talking earlier, and you'll see where I talked about my top 5 and all that type of stuff. But I appreciate y'all for coming out, showing love. Deuces.